Good morning everyone, or good night, whenever you're watching this vlog. So in my last video I told you guys about a little surprise that I had for you, and it's about time that I tell you what it is. Now, right now we're in Florida, Oviedo to be specific, and we're at a specific shop that I'm sure all of you have already seen. Let's see if you can guess what it is.
We're trying to test and see which tire will last longest and maintain consistent grip with the life of the tire.
Yeah, so you guys know I've tried a bunch of tires.
If you haven't guessed it now, this car will probably give it away. Yeah, we're at Adam LZ's shop. So, to give you guys more perspective on what's going on and why we're at Adam's shop this Monday, I'm here with my buddy Brian from Zeknova, who we'll get into more detail what's going down with Zeknova on my behalf. But let's talk with Brian to see what are we doing here? Why are we in Florida? Why are us Canadians in this heat?
We're testing some tires. We're going to burn some rubber off and see which one can maintain the most consistent grip.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to OSW. We rented the track, and Adam is gonna bring his S13, his S15, and the 350. And we're gonna test out some Zeknovas and some Landsails. And Taylor is here with his 350. He's also gonna test them, and pretty much we're gonna go shred some tires and have some fun. So stay posted. We're about to leave for the track. Adam, you ready?
I'm so stoked it's not raining.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Or snowing for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna head to the track with the S13, the S15, and the 350. Mounted a bunch of tires this morning. I think Alberto's been sweating it out. So cool. We'll see how Adam enjoys the Zeknovas. We are now at OSW. We're just setting up the pits right now before getting on track. We have some people setting up the layout on the skid pad. So like I said before, Adam has his S15, his S13, the 350Z, and Taylor is here with his 350Z. There's somebody else here too with an S14, looks like a basic SR setup. So our goal today really is to run Adam's tires that he runs right now, which are Valinos. I think Taylor runs on Kendas. We'll set that as like a starting point, and then we'll run the Zeknovas to see how much they wear, how quickly they wear, how they wear, you know, tire smoke, the grip and everything, you know, pretty much to get to know the tire if we want. So we should be on track very shortly, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
There's no way that Taylor was that much of a better driver than me. So I was like, Taylor, let me get your car. I didn't realize that he had, do you know what tires he has on right now? Are they the 240 treadwear ones?
Let's see. Yeah, 240.
And what are Kenda's?
Sorry?
What are Kenda's?
The Kenda's a 300.
Okay, so I don't know if it's the actual treadwear or the difference in depth, but like, can you see how much faster that this car is than that one on like the rain? So that's definitely something noteworthy. Those tires are a lot better than the Kenda's in the rain. So yeah, I don't know, that's why we switched cars. Too much grip. We're running what, 25 psi? Yeah, the 240 Zeknovas maybe a little bit much at 25 psi for the Z's, because like if we're not full throttle, they have a lot of grip.
Yeah, they're probably up to like 33 by now too.
True.
They still have so much grip.
Way more than 265 Fenda.
Way more. Like,
But for this stuff though, like patchy, it's really, really, really good.
yeah.
But like, I thought I was going in the boats one of those times. I had so much speed.
We both backed in that last one.
Yeah.
Came in backwards and like pulled out of it.
This right now, this feels faster than my S13 did with those other tires.
Right?
I don't know why.
It's faster than like my daughter.
These tires just have a lot of grip for some reason.
You go air up?
I mean, probably. Or just throw more angle.
Or
Flick it harder. Great.
Yeah, super solid.
Chunk win,
Grippy.
hot lap, 30 laps in a row.
At least 30. We've been driving for an hour. I looked at the clock. An hour
Are we running out of
nonstop.
time for the set?
No, we still got an hour and a half.
2:30.
Okay.
But I looked before we went to drive. It was 1:30. It's 2:30. So we drove for an hour straight.
Yeah.
The only benefit that the tires had is that we went through water every lap, so it cooled them down a little bit. But I mean, we did at least 30 laps, maybe 40, and they're still honestly like brand new.
Except for the chunk.
Except for the truck.
Those last like 20 laps I did with my my hot meter peg.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, it was sick. When it would start spraying coolant, that's when I would chill.
that's what it was. That
I'm
hit
just
me in the
kidding, I'm just
face.
kidding. I'm
Oh
just
well,
kidding. No, that was me driving through the puddle really fast.
No, through here.
Oh.
I think like the tires, like the grip, like between the dry and wet, when they'd hit the wet, it would like steam the water, and I got like sprayed in the face with steamed water.
I was purposely trying to spray you
Oh,
every
I
time
know.
I went through that.
I
Where's
know.
Cody? Did I get Cody?
Yeah. Oh, you soaked Cody.
Did I?
I dodged you though, like the last few
Look at
times.
us.
Hey, sorry about the wetness.
Oh, that's part of it. It's all part of it.
I was just trying to cool you down. You looked warm. And then once I get the no lift shift on the sequential too, yeah. Like drag race. If I have the no lift shift on the sequential, I won't be doing all that weird shit that was happening. Yep. Zeknova 140, take 2.
So it was a nice day. We were able to test with the Adams S13 and S15 and 350. What we tested the Zeknovas and the Landsails. What did you think?
So the Landsails I wasn't very impressed with, and I was like, that was kind of, we started off on a bad note. Not that they were terrible, but I think I expected them to be the tire that I like the most, because that's what I'm used to driving on 200 treadwears. But we figured out when we were driving in the wet, and Taylor was like putting bus lengths on my Z, that the 240 treadwear Zeknovas like destroy the Kendas that we usually run. So that's like a really cool alternative, and it seems like they lasted pretty long to the Kendas that we've been using. And they outperformed the 200 treadwear Landsails on my 240. They had a ton of grip, they lasted pretty long. The Landsails didn't last that long, and they didn't have as much side bite as I like. The actual like tread depth near the sidewall seemed a little bit shallow. And then the 140 treadwear, I mean, that's basically a semi-slick on the S15. It did exactly what a semi-slick does, and it gripped, and they didn't last long, so.
Yeah, because we're gonna be able to test only in about 2 months in Canada with Briggs and my car. Briggs having up to 1,200 horsepower. We only run at about 900, which is pretty much what you run your S15 at. So it was fun to be able to get like a preview of what the tires are going to do on our cars compared to Adam's cars, which are pretty similar. The S13 being similar to my car, and the S15 being similar to Dave's VQ S14. So
mind you, that track as well, I don't know if you were paying attention when you were out there, it is the most coarse track you'll drive on. Okay. So that goes through tires faster than any other surface I've ever driven. Yeah.
And they lasted about the 140 treadwear lasted about two turns, two laps.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 laps, 4 laps is pushing it maybe, but like we really need to get the tires to do a solid 2 laps. You know, lead, chase, because then if there's a one more time or anything, we could change the tires. So really happy that we're able to do this testing with Adam. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
And
no, you guys made a bunch of my friends and me happy. We got to drive for free on free tires and help mountain. So.
And awesome. I was also telling Adam that unfortunately St. Eustache is closing, the House of Drift of Canada. So we're gonna try and get him out to Maple Leaf Bash, have him drive my S14. That would be cool. You know, subscribe if you want to see that. You have to subscribe to motivate him to come. So do it. And thank you to Zeknova, obviously. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, thank you.
Without you, it wouldn't be possible.
For sure.
My pleasure.
All right.
All right. See ya.
All right, we got Adam's opinion on the Zeknovas. Taylor's turn.
All right, so I think they have a ton of grip, I mean, we were running them at 25. Pretty much every other tire we run that lasts that long, we're running at 10. And because of that, we end up wearing the sides out really quickly. We get really awkward wear. I debeat them often. You know, it's kind of a pain just trying to get more and more grip out of it. And then wet drifting, these had more grip than any tire I've tried. So it was like, that was really mind-blowing to me, because me and Adam went out and he was telling me it was slippery, and I initiated. I'm like, dude, it's that we got plenty of grip, like this is weird. And then we switched cars and I was like, oh, okay, it is the tire.
It was legit. They went for like 45 minutes non-stop, turn after turn after turn. It was crazy, and it didn't even look like you were on wet. It like
right. No, it has like
it was a lot of grip.
Responds. Yeah. No, that's what I was really surprised about, because like with other tires I've tried, like you'll initiate into the turn and the car will just kind of ice skate out, and then you'll try to accelerate, and if you get on throttle too much, it just gets sideways. Whereas with those, it was a little slower than the dry, but felt like the dry otherwise. And that was really cool.
Yeah, it didn't look like you're on ice,
because it rains a lot in Florida.
Also, it depends on the surface. Obviously, there's all different surfaces.
Right.
But it didn't look like typical rain surface. Didn't look like on an ice rink or something.
Yeah, no. It was really surprising. I mean, even when it was wet dry, we'd come in with a ton of speed from the dry into the wet patch, and we wouldn't even have to let off throttle. You could just stay in it and it'd pull through it. It was really surprising. I mean, they lasted, I'd say at least 50 laps. 50
laps he did on the wet and on the dry on the same set. It started drying up. And
even complete dry, I did probably another 15 laps. And then they would have gone another several laps, but I just switched them because Adam was putting a new set on, and I wanted to see how our cars compared with new of the same tire. So super solid. Really, really, really impressed.
It's going to be an awesome season, I think, and hopefully you'll get to run on Zeknovas this summer. We'll try to make that happen.
No, definitely. That'd be awesome.
I was telling, like I said to Adam, I said to Taylor, Maple Leaf Bash, it's the last season of Autodrome St. Eustache. You got to come down.
I know. I will. I said I was going to come. What was it? 2 years ago?
2 years ago when we met at FD. You drove my S13 convertible.
Yep.
And we had told him about Maple Leaf Bash, but I guess it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I wanted to come. There was something going on, but you know how it is.
Yeah,
You like
yeah.
plan, like it sounds like you're, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then like the time comes and you're like, oh, I've got so much going on.
Well, it's not as if it's like 5 hours away.
no,
it's
no,
like,
it is a bit of a trip.
It's a 21 hour trip.
Yeah,
So,
no,
but
it's a haul.
hopefully we'll make it work this year. I think it's going to be ridiculous this year because since it's the last season,
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna come.
a lot of people are going to come down. So it's going to be an event not to miss. So
Yeah, for sure.
thank you very much.
Yeah, it was good hanging out.
Alrighty.
It was good seeing you again.
Cool.
I'm sure I'll see you again
For sure.
this year.
This
year.
This year.
All right.
Cool. Peace out.
Uh-huh.